This is a live look at the U.S.-Mexico border in El Paso, and all those people you see standing there, all of them are waiting to cross the border when Title 42 ends at 11:59 tonight.
Yeah, and for days, the number of migrants waiting to cross has just been growing, and the surge is compounding this humanitarian crisis there. We want to give you a closer look now at what's happening right now at the border. Gloria Pasmino is live in El Paso, Texas. And Gloria, what's the situation like on the ground?
Well, Lorenzo, Leslie, the question right now is just how long this surge is going to last. I want to show you exactly what we are witnessing here in El Paso, just behind the wall here behind me. You were just mentioning the hundreds of people that are waiting to cross. They are standing right behind where we are here. For several hours, we have been watching as Border Patrol officials arrive and take some of the migrants into custody. Just in the last few minutes, they loaded a bus full of people, including several young children. Many of them waved to us as they were driven away from here, likely headed to a detention center. People are waiting to come across and turn themselves into Border Patrol just hours before the expiration of Title 42.
Half hours.
The U.S. is bracing for a surge of migrants where there's already a humanitarian crisis at the southern border. Camila is one of those migrants staying at a shelter in El Paso, Texas. She's just 15 years old and says she and her family fled from violence in their native Venezuela.
A mí me alegra mucho estar aquí.
Camila says she's always dreamed of coming to the U.S. She wants to go to school and wants to, quote, be someone in life. There are thousands more like Camila. The federal government estimates more than 150,000 migrants are waiting in shelters and on the streets in Mexican states that border the U.S., according to a source. Without Title 42 in place, migrants will either be removed from the U.S., detained, or released into the country while their cases make their way through immigration court.
We have surged 24,000 Border Patrol agents and officers, thousands of troops, contractors, and over 1,000 asylum officers and judges to see this through.
Meanwhile, El Paso city officials are staffing emergency shelters and say the city is at a breaking point.
We all know that the immigration process is broken. In a community like El Paso or anywhere in the Rio Grande Valley, we cannot continue for infinity.
Pero no todos somos malos.
Javier Sequeira holds on to hope as he awaits his fate. He says he came to contribute to America, and he wants what's best for his family.
Now, conditions here are quite difficult. It is very hot under the Texas sun, and it gets very cold at night. And as you saw there, people are exposed to those elements. Border Patrol officers have been bringing in bottled water, but people have been waiting there for hours, if not days. There's a record number of encounters between migrants and Border Patrol. 26,000 people are already in custody. Just a record number of encounters. And the city of El Paso, which is not far from where we are right now, the downtown area, stepping up law enforcement presence, all of this citing public safety as they expect more migrants to arrive over the next several weeks. Reporting live in El Paso, Texas, I'm Gloria Pasmino. Back to you.
Officials there are saying that they just can't keep doing this. They're at capacity. There's no other place for all of these families to go, even with their compelling human narratives of trying to survive and create a better life. And so when Title 42 lifts in the next 6.5 hours, where do they go?
That is one of the big questions, and Department of Homeland Security source tells us that they think things here are going to get worse before they get better. And the area of the southern border has a quote-unquote decompression strategy that they are putting into place. As you are probably well aware, many of the migrants have been bussed out of here to many of the cities in the Northeast and other parts of the country. Many of them don't want to stay in El Paso, but you are right. Capacity is a problem, and where to put people is one of the many challenges. A Border Patrol official that I spoke to just a short while ago told me that they are moving people out as fast as they can, but they have to wait until they have a place to put them. So you can see how there's a real bottleneck here, and it could get worse over the next several weeks.
about those buses that are going all over the Northeast. One of them arrived here today in the DC area. And so, as you said, cities all across the country are having to take a closer look at what happens and how do we handle this influx of people, and how does policy change? Those aren't answers we have right now, but certainly things we are watching. Gloria Pazmino, thank you so much for your reporting.